Inmates in California prisons do a lot more than make our license plates and our auto registration tags. They also produce much of the furniture used in government offices, from wooden and metal desks to chairs and lounges for reception rooms. Skilled workmanship, teaching inmates a trade. Metal fabrication and auto body work. Precision lens grinding for eyewear. Even micrographics, and we're constantly looking for new markets and new types of jobs. Currently, more than 7,300 inmates work at these industries at 19 California prisons. These factories with fences sold more than $86 million in products and services last fiscal year. Inmates operate a knitting mill, and the textiles produced are used to manufacture clothing for prisoners and state workers, from blue denim pants and T-shirts to medical smocks. They even produce flame-retardant cuffs for firefighting gloves. Inmates are paid hourly wages and get credit, allowing them to reduce part of their sentences, which also helps cut taxpayer costs for prisoner room and board. But this is about more than money. Some inmates have never held a job and now are learning meaningful work habits, so hopefully they won't return to prison. But more jobs are needed, jobs the state constitution currently bars us from providing. Meaningful work is a key element in overcoming prison boredom and despair that can lead to unrest and violence. One answer is to find new jobs through innovative public-private partnerships like the California Youth Authority's Free Venture program. This talking computerized exercise machine is one example of work being done by CYA wards for private firms. They assemble the electronic printed circuit boards that are the brains of this Pine Grove Enterprises $60,000 device that is sold to hospitals, health centers, and gyms. As with all wards in the Free Venture program, 20% of their wages go for their room and board, 15% goes to their crime victims, 40% is placed in a forced savings account for their release, and 25% is for spending money. Elsewhere, wards are schooled in high-tech micrographic skills to microfilm and photocopy records and documents for Micropage. Olympia Tool hires wards to manufacture tool display cases, while the California Department of General Services employs and trains wards in warehouse service skills. One of the best-known Free Venture projects involves the fast food service chain El Pollo Loco. It hires 43 wards to package utensils, fork, spoon, handy wipe, and napkin. It's a program to be expanded to food preparation, providing even better job opportunities for these wards once they're released. This has been proven with CYA's partnership with Trans World Airlines, a partnership requiring mental and communication skills. 53 wards trained by TWA provide reservation agent services to help the airline cope with unexpected surges in demand. Inmate work opportunities have to be expanded if we ever hope to stop prison's revolving door. 90% of all of these inmates will be getting out, returning to our communities. The question is whether they come out with positive attitudes, with job skills and a work ethic, allowing them to survive outside a life of crime. We all have to ask ourselves what will happen when they come out if we don't provide them the job opportunities, the work skills, and a mindset of dignity and self-worth. Of 17 released since the program started in 1986, 15 have been hired by airlines as reservation agents. One of those is Don Stanley, a former CYA ward who just recently was promoted by TWA.
Well, what it's given me is it's given me an opportunity that I didn't have before I was incarcerated. I had a lot of desire, but just having desire can only go so far unless you have someone that's willing to open some doors for you. And these people here for TWA and the people in the California Youth Authority, they opened the door. And it just gave me a great feeling that all these people who put this much into my ability, into my learning their trade or their skill, it just made me feel good. You know, it's helped me out a lot, and it's given me a lot of confidence, definitely.
It's a good start, but more must be done. Most inmates released from prison return within a few weeks. The forced savings portion of the inmate work plan offers some hope of giving parolees a better chance to succeed once released. Currently, inmates leave prison with $200.
Hardly a week goes by that I don't see men coming into prison that I've waved goodbye to just a couple of 3 months ago. They could not make it. They did not have any funds or access to funds, and as a result went back to a former way of life that they really didn't want to go back to. They certainly didn't want to come back to prison.
I know that there's a lot of people who get out of jail, don't have too much money or too much knowledge or experience, and when they get out, the problems and the stress of the everyday life, the everyday world gets to the point where they can't handle it. What do? They revert back to their old ways. This program enables you to have something that you can lean on. It gave me a savings account of $4,500, which when I got out, I could take time to look around and get a job, something that I could be happy with, not just to make my parole officer happy, but something that I could be happy with so I'm not going from job to job. And it gave me a roof over my head and some transportation.
I think for the very best of men, for those that are extremely well equipped in this life with education and opportunities facing them, have an extremely difficult time starting their life over from scratch with just $200.
Is there anything else that I can do for you? Okay, thank you for calling TWA First. Bye.